Hey guys, how you doing? One thing I wanted to chat about today is what programs work best for you and how to identify what programs work best for you. So there are some signs and symptoms of like that the body gives off in terms of how we respond to a certain type of training. So, just say for example, like if you have a response like a real big fatigue response with it, you get really tired just say after volume training, you might respond a little better to sort of a heavier lifting program. So, and this is why I always recommend to anyone like to phase in and out certain types of training because you can't stick with the same type of training for too long. Like if you stick with volume training for too long, you're going to get really tired and you're going to get really burnt out. If you stick with heavy lifting for too long, you're going to get very tired and burnt out. The reasons why, because the body depletes in energy, to a certain type of training if you overload it. It's like, just say if you have like 5 or 6 coffees, if you do this for long enough, you're going to run out of energy. So, you want to make sure you're always adapting to what your body is telling you. And the best way to do this is to phase in and out, like every 4 weeks, a different program. So, just say for example, like what I mentioned before about heavy lifting and volume lifting. Do 4 weeks of volume lifting, then move on and do 4 weeks of heavy lifting, and rotate them around. Because the heavy lifting programs have a more of a impactful sort of response on the nervous system, and your volume training has more of a response in terms of your muscles getting bigger and hypertrophy. So what are the certain types of hypertrophy and what do certain types of training promote? Like your volume training promotes more of a what we call a sarcoplasmic type of hypertrophy where your muscles look physically bigger. So, and also with your heavy lifting, you have what's called a myofibrillar sort of effect. So your muscles look more cut and more defined, all that sort of stuff. So, like, and you can see why these are so good to phase in and out because you get the two at once. So, you build yourself up in size by doing volume and then you build your definition up by doing heavy lifting. And what happens with the heavy lifting is your body, because you're not lifting or killing your body with as much volume, your body tends to take in more food and be able to grow. So that's why people sometimes find that they have a really good response to heavy lifting, and over time they actually notice if they keep doing it that it starts to fade off. Okay, so that's the reason why. Usually after about 4 weeks it becomes like obsolete. So, really watch out for that, guys. And I hope I've shared some really useful information with you today. So just a couple of quick things. So hit me up for a subscription. Like down below you'll see a subscription button. You'll see one in the comments section too. You'll probably see one above my head or next to my face sometime in this video. So hit me up, subscribe, and I look forward to sharing some more content with you soon.